And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, you guys.
AOB and Adventures of the Black Nerds, man. We are not bullshitting. We not messing around. It's real. We here.
We are here. What's up, man?
Man, I've been dealing with all types of life, but it's all good. Mm-hmm. I'm here, and I'm ready to get this year right. Ready to keep to a schedule. I'm ready to new year, new me. I kind of hate that stuff.
Me too. I don't like that.
I don't like it because it's like usually the biggest form of lying.
That everybody agrees with.
Yeah, everybody's okay with the lies. Yeah, like it's like we're as a society okay with one big lie. Everyone gets one big lie a year and there's resolution.
I seen a meme. I seen a meme on Facebook where they said it was like, oh yeah, January's my trial one, so my New Year's gonna start February. So
see, now that's more honest.
Sense. Yes, that makes sense.
That is the most honest thing possible. I absolutely love that. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. I can live with that.
I definitely like that idea. Let me warm up.
Yeah, because I don't know, January I might have decided to do something and it just was a terrible idea.
Maybe I want to drink some soda. I wanted Canada Dry.
Yeah. And is Canada Dry really soda or is it just medicine?
It's medicine. My mama said when my stomach hurt, go drink some Canada Dry. So
yeah, like is it just medicine we enjoy drinking on a regular basis?
It's medicine.
Yeah, it's good for you. It's not lean. It doesn't, it doesn't
bad. Mess you up. I mean,
yeah, but it just.
I ain't never had no tummy ache after I drink Canada Dry. So.
Right, and I don't get sleepy after drinking it, and I don't slur after drinking it.
Exactly. So leave me alone.
Yeah, man, bro. Okay, so now that we talk about how much we hate did you do any New Year's resolutions?
Hell no. Do I look like I do New Year's resolutions?
No, not at all.
No, but I cannot do. I don't like New Year's resolutions because you can start that at any time. If you want to go on a diet, you can start a diet at any time. You don't have to wait for January 1st to start. And it's almost like I compare it to like restarting a video game. Like you may have started back up a game that you haven't played in a while. For example, if I decided to ever jump back on Metal Gear Solid and I'm like, man, I don't know where I left off at. Let me just wipe and do it all over again. I could do that at any point. I don't have to wait until a specific... I love
the video game reference to...
You know what I'm saying?
That was great.
Gotta fit. Gotta throw it in there. Right? But I just don't like that. I don't just start it. Just start it. And then I think a lot of people have gotten to this mode of I'ma say it on social media so everybody can see me. And the one thing and I'm not a hater. Like I want you to be happy. I want you to be,
I want you to win.
The first thing I think when somebody say that shit, and I would assume everybody thinks the same way about me when I say some shit like that is, here we go again, So,
right. Damn.
There you go, How many times he gonna go on a diet? How many times he gonna stop eating meat? How many times he gonna be vegan?
Bro, let me tell you. So my daughter, my kids have taught me to not promise anything or say anything unless we're about to do it like right then and there.
Gosh.
Because my kid, she is an elephant and she remembers every goddamn thing. Mm-hmm. She's been talking about this birthday party that easily happened 4 or 5 months ago. And she keeps talking. It wasn't even that spectacular of a party. No offense to every party. It wasn't like the most jumpingest party ever. It just was a party. Mm-hmm. And she remembered. But the point I'm trying to make is, unless I'm like on the road to go to Disneyland, I'm not going to post a picture talking about, man, we about to hit this Disneyland up. I'm about to the happiest place on earth and change these kids' lives. I'm
going to tell you one thing. I even told my wife, don't do that. Like, because what she would do is whenever we would get ready to go somewhere, she would take like pictures and on our way to such and such.
Right, like, don't be telling people where we going.
First of all, we're like an hour away. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Let's
We
chill.
was on the way, y'all. Flat tire ruined the weekend.
Exactly. Because I'll tell you one thing. I catch a flat tire on the freeway headed there. I'm going home. So,
that's a sign.
Hey.
I take signs very serious.
So now I'm at this mode, and even when I talk to her, I tell her like, "Yo, let's just post something when we get there. When we get into the park, we can take all the pictures. That's what we're there to do anyway.
Yeah,
you want to remember these moments and have Facebook memories, 5 years ago memories, which I don't knock. I think that's the route. That is the thing of today.
That's the world we live in now.
Yeah, exactly. Post it, people can see, people can like it, and mostly family members, obviously. Like, oh yeah, you see a lot of family members but I'm not the one. Like, I last year was the first time I ever posted like a gym picture. like a selfie.
Did you feel awkward?
I felt weird,
felt dirty, huh?
Like,
it's strange, bro.
Know, like, am I supposed to be in the gym doing this?
Like, I could have got 2 more sets in, but I guess I can.
Yeah,
quick.
I mean, like, how long I'm gonna sit? How long I'm gonna sit on this one bench and just take a picture? Like, and then I had the audacity to say, that one didn't look right.
See, that's what bro. It creates a whole new monster. You know what? I just aspire not to become the 45 to 50-year-old guys, 45 and up guys who take Facebook pictures like this. That is the angle of this right here. Yeah, look,
I can't see.
Yeah, look,
I can't do it right now. But.
Like they trying to look through their bifocals.
Exactly.
Like that's yeah. Bro, y'all know what angle I'm talking about. There's probably some women out there with some sugar daddies out there whose pictures
I'm not gonna front. You can go on Facebook right now and take 3 scrolls and you'll run across one.
Bro, I'm telling you. And I actually, that's just something I really wish to avoid. I'm gonna put that as my solution for life. Just to avoid taking the pictures. But one thing I do take pride in with this new year is my dad jokes are becoming so strong. As I become more and more embedded in this fatherhood, I'm getting this ability that's bestowed upon us by the universe, and it's to make cheesy ass jokes that are only available and blessed upon those who are honored to become fathers. No, I take such pride in it.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I guess I'm that old head. Growing up, we had jokes for days. Like, if you wanted to laugh, we could make you laugh. I never thought I needed to go through a dad joke to make you crack. So, bro, I don't know.
Any chance I get, and you know how I know they're great? I can't remember them.
Oh shit!
Like I can't just sit here. Oh, I said this one dad joke. Mm-hmm. No, there's plenty, and they're there, and they in that moment they were gifts.
You about to bite.
And they were the present. So we enjoyed the present, and now we're moving on. New year, new us.
New year, new us.
Dad jokes for life.
Dad jokes for life. But on a serious note, though, I guess if you had to make like a New Year's resolution, if you had to, mine would be something like to stay consistent. Yes. Something like that.
That's exactly what mine is.
Yeah, to stay consistent. Like something in that regards. Like,
okay. So we don't have a New Year's resolution. We have an action word to live by for our main word for the year for Adventures of the Black Nerds. Consistency.
You know what? I'm gonna rock with that. Consistency.
I might even print that out at work because I ain't
consistent.
And put that right here. Consistency.
Hey, I'm not gonna
put big ass letters.
That's being consistent. He said, "I ain't printing it out here. Print it out
at work." Man,
it's funny. I said that to myself. I was like, I ain't stapling this paperwork right here. I'm gonna wait till I get to work. Use they 2 staples and be solid.
Bro, I be all type of stuff. Look, I'm about to snitch on myself. But look, I must be a new rapper.
Why is that such a thing, bro? Why is that such a thing, man? Why?
Rap snitches. MF Doom talked about it. He did a whole song called Rap Snitches. Bro. Be your own star witness.
Man. And it's not. I don't. You know what? I wouldn't even call it like a rap thing only. Now it's drug dealers stitching on themselves. Like,
bro,
it's
what did old boy from Canada, not Drake, the short one, I
don't know.
He sings, but whatever. The dude,
Tory Lanez.
He was like Snapchatting with the work, bro. They had like bricks in Canada. I was like, that's all it is.
Bruh.
No, they was breaking it down. He was like, got that work. He was like, got that jail time.
I don't get it, man. If you guys about that life, which I don't knock. I mean, it ain't for me. Do what you do. Yeah. But if y'all hear this, please stop snitching on yourself. Stay off the internet.
Yeah,
please.
You don't need to let people know you got money that taxman.
God dang, man.
I feel like more drug dealers get taken down by tax fraud than anything else because you just showing how much money you got. Stop taking pictures,
bro.
I get like the cartel. What do? They be taking pictures on the internet. You don't see their face. You don't know who it is, but they just gold weapons and sitting there.
They got the gold deagle.
Yeah, but you don't never see a face, no markers, nothing Twitch, to verify who this person is.
Tattoo.
Yeah, you don't even see the women's faces; you just see bodies. Like,
stop snitching on yourselves, man.
Stop snitching, man. Please. Let's leave that in the past. Leave that in 2018.
Please stay.
Yes, keep all your frauding safe. Fraud safely.
All right. So back to the episode. Let's get it right, okay?
All right. So you brought up a good point talking about Sega Dreamcast. So take it.
Yes. So it's rumored. Rumor has it, because it's not factual yet, that there is possibly a remake to the Sega Dreamcast. Now, I don't know about you, and I don't know about the rest of the world. If there was supposed to be a remake, that is the only console that deserves a remake.
Now,
in my opinion.
Right? Now, recently we...
go ahead. Keep going.
My bad. I didn't mean to jump. Recently, we have seen, just to give some background, recently we have seen that they brought back the NES, Super NES, Sega, I want to say that's it. Sega, Super NES,
the
NES.
PlayStation.
They did just come out with the PlayStation. Yeah. The PlayStation 1, which I'm going to be honest, when it comes to remakes, once you start getting into the 3D world, you're gone too far. Mm-hmm. Now, only reason I say that for PlayStation 1, those games don't age that well.
Yeah.
But when you go to Dreamcast, remember, Dreamcast was ahead of its time.
It didn't get a fair shake. I think a lot of things caused that, though. The ability to burn games, I think, ruined that. The ability to burn games. I mean, the most expensive thing about games was having the reboot disc. Yeah. And I was a kid. I was only 10 years old.
Knew about it.
Yeah. So it's like free games, or that's what it felt like, free games at the time. But
people had a bunch of CD holders full of bootleg games.
No pictures, just the piracy was
real back then.
It was crazy back then.
And we don't support piracy.
Sure don't.
We don't support piracy. But if you do it, you do it safely.
Hey, stop
it's
snitching.
Dangerous out there. Stop snitching. But no, I really do agree with you, and I'm gonna shut up. So So what game did they have showcased?
All right. Well, this was like I said, this was just an article that I had read on CNET. I believe that was I will have the link for the description in below. Gotcha. Consistency 2019. But they did talk about it. They didn't have a featured game behind it. It was just the system itself. And it kind of went over a brief history of the Dreamcast itself. So, I mean, we sat here before the podcast and we talked about games on the Dreamcast that I would love to enjoy again. Yes. Like I said, we had a Dreamcast growing up. We didn't even have the max essentials for the Dreamcast. We had 2 controllers, never had 4, only had 2 controllers, right? We had a plethora of games because they were flying around like hotcakes, but we never had like the actual the memory card like game thing that goes into the controller. We never had that. I've never seen that before. Only on like in magazines and on the TV and stuff like that. So
you didn't even get to utilize it to the max.
I really didn't get to break it in. So that's why it was. And then my older brother had the icy blue clear Sega Dreamcast with the controller, and he was the one that played the Dreamcast more than us. So when the system came out, I knew nothing about it. The only game I used to play was Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio Future. And when we would play that, I would have to play it and leave it on because I wasn't even too sure about how to save it. So you know how many times I restarted that game? So many damn times it felt it was horrible. But I would tell you one thing, it set me up for PlayStation 2 because for like a cool 6 months I ain't had no controller. I mean, I didn't have no memory card.
Memory card.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That life of leaving games. Oh, man.
You know how many times I
Gauntlet Legends on Nintendo 64.
Crazy, right?
Bro, we left that thing on, and I would put it on my school books, so it wouldn't be on the carpet. I would have the vent like slightly over the front. Like, bro,
we had a Sega Dreamcast, or I'm sorry, a Sega the Genesis 3, the small one, and we would put it. We chiseled holes in the wood because we were scared that it was gonna catch on fire. So
it could vent.
So it could vent. We put holes through that thing, man. We put it, and then every time, and you didn't want to move it because you didn't want to mess up anything. Me and my cousin, I swear, on everything, when we would get home, we would do our homework at home. So, because we would take turns on Sonic. So we're trying to beat Sonic, and we would get to the boss. We would go through the whole game without dying, have all the lives and all the continues in the world. And it was like, I'm about to just pause it. I'm gonna leave it on. I'm gonna lock the door. We used to lock the door, and there was a little window in our back room that you could jump through. And the only way to get through there is jumping through the window. And I was like, don't nobody go in there. Don't touch that. Leave it alone.
Bro, it was real.
That was life.
That was real. Those days were very, very, very real. And then the systems weren't necessarily quiet either.
No,
like
all the noise in the world. So you had to make sure you like put it.
Everything's okay. What's that noise? It's fine.
Oh, nothing. We're good.
Has it been on too long? You're gonna break it. It's fine. No, don't touch it.
I used to purposely. I used to wait up like by my grandmother's doing. Grandma, you okay? Grandma, do you need anything? Just so she didn't walk into the den. Because once she got into the den, she heard it. Then it's like, hey, turn that off. You burn the energy, blah, blah. So I would get her everything she wanted before it was bedtime. Like, hey, you need anything? Like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Oh, yeah, let me walk you there.
I'm talking to her the whole way.
Yeah.
Bro, that was life, man.
That was the days, man.
So with the Dreamcast,
okay,
what games would you want to see on it? Because they usually come with like 10 to 12 games, these reboots.
Yeah.
Just name a few that you would just like you need to see on there.
Okay, so we were talking about this. The Star Wars Episode 1 Racer.
Ooh.
Must have. I love that game to the max. I used to beat all my brothers in that game, and I felt like a god at that game. I'm not going to even front. So that has to be there. Excuse me. I feel like you have to bring back Sonic Adventures.
I was about to say, yeah.
Sonic Adventures has to be there. The reason why is because that was like the game with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the face.
Yeah, so you not having Sonic Adventures with it would kind of be
pointless.
Yeah, pointless to even bring it back. But Jet Set Radio Future has to come back. That has to. I never beat it, never had the chance to beat it, and that game was actually fun. The story was so far up until whenever I would keep getting rebooted, the story was pretty dope. Even like learning all this stuff, that was the first complicated game that I really had to play. Like,
Because it was an adventure, and you had to do like certain tricks.
Yeah,
you had to get certain moves to move forward. Yeah,
even when you like had to grind past like a point, you had to paint, and then you had to hurry up. And once you got there, you had to paint it real quick, and then keep the grind going and keep doing the tricks to get your points up. So that game, I'm going to say, has to be there. And then Berserk, man. I never played that game. The reason why I never played that game as much as I wish I did. The reason why I remember that game like it was yesterday, my older brother, like I said, he had a Dreamcast, and he would play the mess out of that game, and I would just sit and watch him. So that was my first time ever being like, I'm going to say that and or Resident Evil was the first time that I actually sat and watched somebody play a game and, just was intrigued just to sit there and watch it. Every other game I'm normally playing. So I think those, so Sonic, Jet Set Radio Future, Berserk, and what I say? Oh, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. I feel like those fours have to be there. Anything else after that, it would be new to me because, like I said, I didn't really enjoy the Dreamcast as much as I should have when it first was here. And then I was a kid. Like I was a kid in school. Do your homework or you ain't playing. Or well, in my day, it was only the weekends, and we had to hide to play that shit. So we used to set up old TVs and in places where a TV shouldn't be, in the backyard, underneath the awning.
Just so nobody will bug you.
Yeah. We had it in our shed one time. We had a TV in the shed and just a gang of extension cords.
Just so nobody... That's fun.
Yeah, so... Man, I think those four. What about... I know I said those four.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to touch on some different ones.
Okay.
So outside of those ones, Ready to Rumble, Power Stone. Power Stone was one of the first. I want to say I played Power Stone before I played. What is that damn game that everybody plays? Super Smash Bros. Okay. So it was dope because the arenas were destructible. So you would be playing, and then you got random items to pick up, and it was a 3D world. And you'd be beating the crap out of each other, and all of a sudden the map would change. Right. And like you'd have to grab an umbrella. If you didn't get an umbrella in time, you would fall and take damage. Like the game was dope. Power Stone, Ready to Rumble. Brought up
Ready to Rumble was a great game too. I'm not
hell yeah, that was a dope ass boxing game.
Great game.
Man, used to beat the snot out of people. Worms Armageddon. That game was amazing. Yes.
That game was fun too.
That game was so much fun. I played it more on the computer.
Yeah.
Than I did play it on I played on PC way more than I played on Dreamcast.
Yeah, me too.
Gauntlet Legends.
I used to. What's that game about?
So Gauntlet is originally an arcade game. Okay. You 4 players going around trying to, it's not necessarily a beat 'em up. It would be better to compare it to like a linear Diablo. Like you're kind of like top down. You guys are moving around the map, killing monsters, moving forward. It was hard as hell.
Really?
Or maybe I was just a kid, but it was hard as hell. Marvel versus Capcom superheroes. Bro, I need these games. They're okay. Give them to me. Marvel superheroes, which is a different game. I'm jumping topics. There was a gas station out in the desert that whenever I'd go visit my family out there, I would stop at this gas station just to waste a few quarters because it was the only place I knew that had the box.
Yeah.
And that would run it. So I would just be up in there for about a good 30, 40 minutes, just gaming, eating Subway, and like looking stupid.
Them
like
was
a
the
big
best
giant
sessions,
kid.
man. Them was
Bro,
the best sessions.
There was even a couple laundry mats that used to have it. But yeah, so I actually played more fighting games growing up than I do now. And I think it was just because there was just so many dope fighting games.
Yeah.
And it felt like all the big releases were fighting games.
I feel like as a kid, like you just play games.
Yeah,
like,
whatever came your way.
It's not until you become an adult you start to catch on to like certain games that you like. Like, who would have thought that I would? I don't know what this is on my shirt. Oh,
Damn,
milk, my son.
Got it. It happens, man. Dad life.
Yeah, I feel like especially as a kid, like all of these games, I can't see myself if they said they came out with a game something like it, being interested in playing it on like next gen, like these new generation consoles. You know what I'm saying? Like Star Wars Racer, okay? Sonic. I'm not that into Sonic as I used to be. Jet Set Radio Future, probably. I
would pick that up.
Probably. What else did I say? Oh, Berserk. I probably would play Berserk. I'm not gonna lie. Like, just the fact that this big ass sword, he dragging this big ass sword. Imagine what they would do with that. Like it being updated graphics and
I think
storytelling.
I want to say they did create a new Berserk game.
Okay.
And I think it's very close to like Dynasty Warriors. I want to say it's along those lines.
Yeah. Dynasty
Warriors. But see, this Berserk, I didn't play it. I didn't even know it existed until you told me, and I looked and did a little research.
Yeah.
With that Berserk, it had aspects of gaming that you didn't think people would think about like that back then. His sword would be so big, and you'd be in a hallway, and you couldn't swing it. Like you would swing. I'm watching the video, and I'm like, "Holy hell!" The dude is trying to swing the sword, and he has to keep moving because the sword keeps hitting the ceiling or hitting the side of the walls because he's in a hallway. So the dude's maneuvering his weapon and his attack to fit into that small space. And this is in what 2000? What
2000?
2000?
Yeah, I think I think the Dreamcast, if I'm not mistaken,
it was ahead of its time for us in
98.
Yeah, 98, 99 for us. Because I want to say it hit other places first.
Yeah. I would assume that it hit, especially because I knew it was big in Japan. Mm-hmm. So for it to hit us so young, like I said, I'm 8 years old. 9 years old at that time.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, dang. But, yeah, I mean, that, like I said, that is the only remake that makes sense for me. I think a lot of people, some kids don't even know what the damn Dreamcast is. So,
not realizing it was the first system to have a DVD player.
See what I'm saying? Hey,
that's an
aspect.
If I'm not mistaken, right? The Dreamcast.
I think it did. Yeah, you could play it on it. Because remember how the way it was set up, it was actually the first system to have like the whole system interface before you play the game type deal.
Yeah, it had a menu. You got to move on.
So, I mean, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment section below. But
yeah, let us know.
I remember that
vividly
and we had a Dreamcast. We did have a Dreamcast. We had a Genesis. I had an Atari. We damn near had all of the systems, but it was 9 of us, or 8 of us before my baby sister was born. It's 8 kids, and but that 4 boys, 4 girls. 4 of the boys barely get to play. The girls don't play as much as they should. So we weren't really breaking down the games like that. This is all vivid memory I remember from the experience of barely playing the damn system. This is why I say, to me at least, the Sega Dreamcast makes total sense to remake. Remake that. If you're gonna remake a system, remake that and give it a fair shake. But damn, and that's another topic we'll have another day. Would that even be a fair shake? Because things come and go so fast.
And you know what? A part of me wants to escape nostalgia, bro. Like, not gonna lie. As much as I love the Dreamcast and how much fun I had with it, and I don't think it had a DVD player. I think you could play music on it.
Okay.
Let us know in the comments if you guys find out. Please let us know, messages and all that other stuff. Communicate with us. Because we love being right, but we don't want to sit here and be lying.
Correct me.
Correct me, please. But no, like my worry with this nostalgia, and we've talked about it before, we've harped on it before, and it's not even me trying to be a head or anything like that. It's just a simple fact of it creates a slippery slope of why create something new and advanced when people love what we did in the past.
Exactly.
And that scares me because I mean, I'll use, for example, somebody actually, I forgot the guy's name. I was watching this video and great point. And this is a great transition too, going into talking about games that were big disappointments. And so now I'm rolling talking Bethesda and Fallout 76.
Okay.
And I know you brought this up, and I'm sorry I'm kind of jumping.
Oh no, you're good, man.
But Bethesda at its core has been something I've always loved. I was okay with because you got to think I was a kid too. I was okay with the bugs because the overall story, gameplay, those things were fun. Fallout 3, a lot of people love Fallout New Vegas more than Fallout 3. I personally like Fallout 3 better. I've played Fallout 3 more.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't as colorful, but it just for some reason felt like an overall better experience and better game to me.
100% was.
Yeah, for me. I'm not trying to change anybody's mind, putting it out there. So I was okay with that. Then you jump to Oblivion, Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. Like, these games changed my whole life and changed the type of games, changed my gaming life. What type of games I enjoy and play. Open world, RPG, action RPG, story driven. Like, these games, they completely changed what I'm into.
Yeah.
So knowing that, and then you get to today. You get to where we are now. So they've rebooted and sold Skyrim, I want to say over 6 times. And I might be selling it short. I might be selling it really short. Honestly, I think it's more than that. Because it came out on the 360 and PlayStation 3. And then it came out, then of course they had like the definitive collector's edition, like the one with all the DLC. And then it moved to the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. And then then they came out with the Nintendo Switch version. Then you had PC. You had
okay. So
how many versions?
I'm gonna read this right now. It says,
Skyrim.
The name needs no further introduction. So, if you are even slightly interested in computer gaming, you will have heard or more likely played it. Currently, has been released on 7 platforms. Was remastered one half a decade after its original release. Has 3 official expansion packs. And has sold over 30 million copies. This game probably taken up potentially billions of hours of humanity. Okay, that don't really say it. So it was released 7 different platforms.
Yes. Oh, it's even on Alexa, bro.
Really?
Bro, if you have an Alexa, if you have an Amazon,
is that game that good? I never played it.
What?
I never played it.
It's clearly good enough to where they did a voice adventure version of Skyrim. So you're sitting there like, Alexa, how much health?
It has to be VR.
No, it's not VR. It's verbal. It's all verbal. It's a verbal action story like old school. Alexa, she'll tell you you're like walking down the path, and then she'll be like, okay, you come across a goblin. What do you want to do? Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, well, I want to use my sword. Yes, that is real. It came out. Okay. People thought it was a joke.
So has it came out VR version though?
Yeah, they did do a VR version.
Okay, yeah, this game wins, dog. Like,
yeah.
This game's been released 18,000 different times.
And I think it will be re-released again. And they even said it. They said, we're not going to stop making this game until you guys stop buying it. This is like Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, they did say this in July.
Yeah.
I remember that. Stop buying it.
Stop buying it. And it's hard, but this is the thing. Yes, it is on us as a consumer. Mm-hmm. Sorry for the awkward pause. It is, as consumers, we need to do our part. But, okay, I personally feel Rockstar really rolled the dice with Red Dead Redemption 2. Because you got such a money crank in GTA 5.
Bro. I'm not gonna front. Did you see what Rockstar just put out for GTA 5?
Oh God! See what did they do?
They put out another DLC for it.
Wow. Personally, I feel that's a good decision, but it's also a risky one because you got diehards who want to stay on top, similar to how you are with your Destiny. You want to stay on top. You want to be there. When something's new, I don't blame you. You enjoy the game. So when people who really enjoy GTA Online, which I don't, that's why I don't play it, they're going to stop playing Red Dead Redemption 2 to go and finish all the new stuff on GTA 5.
But I feel like on their behalf that's a bad thing to do.
Yeah,
because, you got a brand new game out here.
Like, what are you doing?
This game, GTA shouldn't be beating this game out in views. Like,
and it is. It is, right?
Yes, it is.
It is.
When I seen it, I went and checked. When I seen that the DLC came out, when I seen they announced it, I went and checked. Red Dead Redemption hasn't been at the top in a while, and it won't be until they drop out some new content for it.
Yep. Or at least until it's out of beta. Like it.
That's crazy,
bro. I think that's a risky move. I appreciate them coming out with a new game, even though it took so many years. But I really do appreciate it because for me, I want something new. I want to see a new IP. That's why. But back to Bethesda. My fear is they screwed us over, and their true colors are starting to show. Like things that they used to get away with were because your games were so great that we would overlook all your flaws. We overlooked the horse armor that did nothing because they're the ones who started the useless skin DLC. You know that, right?
No, I didn't.
Most people don't know that. They started that. They had horse armor that was like $5, and it did nothing. It didn't make your horse stronger. It just looked a certain way.
So it was
horse armor. Look it up. It's one of the biggest old school memes ever.
Hell to the no.
Horse armor. They started that. So now that you're one of the origins of the cosmetic memes or cosmetic DLC, paid content that's purely cosmetic, you should be punished for that. Because look at where we are now. There's whole games, Fortnite, that financially are driven by cosmetic content.
Woo. Yeah, well, I mean,
scary.
That's
scary.
I guess I'm so used to it now. Because that's what a lot of games are.
The norm.
It wasn't the norm. You're right. Yeah.
It was not normal. It was not. Could you imagine back then? Because you got to think about old school DLC.
You know how mad I would be?
Yeah.
I give you $5. I need to destroy something. Like I need to be able to destroy something. Nowadays,
my horse needs to fly.
I give you $5 to look pretty.
Yes. Digitally. We are closer to Ready Player One than we ever realized.
But you know what's funny? PlayStation 3 as well. I guess that was since I didn't play Skyrim, I don't even know when Skyrim came out.
God, what was it? 2000.
Hold on, let's look. I got it right here. But what I was about to say was I remember dropping cash on. Okay, it came out 2011.
Yeah, because it came out 11/11/11.
Okay, so that means now look at this. PlayStation Home, which was on PlayStation 3. I was able to purchase like clothes and things like that. But I'm dealing with real people, so real people actually see my character. Yeah. And that was the first time I ever spent money to look fly in a game. Because I'm in there talking to people. You don't want to go in there with the default skin. People gonna bag on you. So I remember to this day, I remember asking my sister to borrow a card, gave her the money. She put the money on my account. I was able to purchase and buy all of the damn stuff that I needed. I bought an apartment complex. I bought a gang of stuff. And I had people over. I invited people over to my crib. I'm walking through my crib. You see all these people here. I look fly. I got the Tony Montana suit.
Look at this painting. Enjoy yourself.
And that was the first time, like I said, I ever paid. But now that I think about it, I would never do that again.
Yeah,
I would never. If I give you $5, I need to have the all-seeing eye sword that destroys everything one hit.
For $5 extra.
Yeah, and that was back then.
But let's think about this. Let's put it in scale, because I really do want to jump back onto this. The game only cost $60.
Yeah.
$5 is a lot of the 60.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, I'm only buying one cosmetic item of the $60.
Horse armor.
Horse armor. Hey, but
horse armor.
But back to the point. So Bethesda's sins are starting to catch up with.
Okay.
And with Fallout 76, they really screwed people over. So
yeah, I think that
what was the worst game for you?
Fallout
for 2018?
76. Fallout 76, because I expected so much from them. I'm still living off the glory days of Fallout 3. Those, to me, and then, to be honest, that was my first introduction to the Fallout series. So now, it being my first, which I've said on here plenty of times before, my first introduction being Fallout 3, I'm comparing everything you do from here on out to Fallout 3. And I'm not going to even front. It's not like they couldn't have done that. I think if there was any other game studio out there that can top that level, it's Bethesda. They've done so much they put out DLC for Fallout 3 that was amazing. And DLC really ain't, and some people don't really mess with DLC like that, but DLC for a game like that was important. I mean, one took you into space. You were able to get
expanded the game.
Exactly. So now
you're past the in game.
Exactly. So now you're at this point of comparing everything to Fallout 3 that if I don't get nothing close to it, I'm drawn back from it. So I'm not worried about it too much. So that's why I wasn't worried about Fallout 76 as much as I should have been. And when I picked it up, it kind of was like, okay, let me go back to Destiny.
I haven't played it past the beta, and I own the game.
So I'm good. I mean, honorable mentions as well. I know we're gonna continue to kick 76, but I think another game, and this is more so, you can more so touch on this, but Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves was another game that had high expectations as well, and it didn't really turn out well. But
let me jump on this.
Yeah, do your thing.
I think something that we should leave in 2018 forever is being okay as a gaming community with games coming out not ready and not filled and not what they're promising in the trailers.
Yeah.
Unless they come out and say, we plan to be here. If you come out saying that up front, then okay, that's what early access is for. That's what blah, blah, blah. That has a lane. Just like mumble rap and all that, it has a lane. I'm not mad at it. Yeah. Do what you're going to do. But we cannot take any more Destiny 2 resets. Sea of Thieves coming out hollow. Fallout 76 having God rays popping out the ground. Like, it just... Bro, we cannot. This is the future. Mm-hmm. We're officially in the year that Akira was on. Mm-hmm. We're officially past the year that Back to the Future was. We are in the future. Why are we having growing community? This is bad. Why are early access and beta games winning awards?
Yeah,
what world are we in? The gaming community. Leave it in the past. Leave it in 2018. Moving forward. But with Sea of Thieves, the problem was, and I did a pretty in-depth video about it. Our engineer, Mr. T. Jones, can put it in put the link below.
In the video, consistency, 2019 consistency.
I'm hoping. I've mentioned that as beautiful as the game was, some of the most beautiful water. I've had some dope experiences. So the gameplay was fun, beauty. It was some of the dopest stuff I've ever seen. The drop in and out gameplay was simple. but I felt hollow immediately. I knew it was empty. And I mentioned that in my review, and I knew for a while that it was going to be empty.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel like investing any more time into it. Now, from what I'm hearing, just like how The Division fixed itself, people are jumping back in the Sea of Thieves because it feels like a completely different game. But that, as good as that is, that's as bad as it is. That's a bad thing. That people, that you went and had to basically revamp your game that people bought, even though a lot of people didn't pay for it because it was on Xbox Game Pass. I think it was a day one Xbox Game Pass. But just the whole point of it, release a complete game, hold off. You know, some companies, they're backed by Microsoft. I'm sorry. They got money. No. If you got money, don't release no broken game. And if you don't got money, early access it. Make money and then fix it as you go. Because then you build a community.
And that's all. I think that's what I mean. And we're speaking from the consumer standpoint.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk as a consumer. I'm buying this stuff, so I want something fixed.
Building a community in the game that you're creating is the best thing to do, and I'm all for it. The reason why I stand for it is because the job gets easier for you as a developer if you have a community.
And if you listen,
and we're definitely gonna have another conversation about Destiny, and I'm gonna tell you why Destiny 2 is going to go down, or Destiny, the franchise, is going to go down as one of the best games in history. But I'll save that for another day.
Yeah, I'm with that.
But you have to, once you have a community back behind your games, they're going to tell you, they're going to be brutally honest with you. What's wrong with this game? What's right with this game? And that's another thing too. Something's always going to be wrong with the game.
Yeah.
Something is always going to be wrong with the game. There's always going to be a problem. You're going to have to always be prepared to put out an update, and you just going to have to think about that. But I always have to be able to enjoy the game as it's out as well. And that's another reason why I stopped playing demos. Stop playing demos. I don't play demos no more because it ruins the game. Or betas, yeah. Or betas is actually what they are.
That's the term now.
So I don't play betas no more because I don't want to be ruined. I don't want this small session and then they'll open up a beta, then close the beta. So it's not like you can, let me give it another try again after this date. After this date is gone. You gotta wait till the game comes out. And then now you're based off of other people's opinions on the game. And not only that, you're also based off of you're based off other people's opinion of the game, and you're based off of what the developer is saying you. I trust no developer. Not one of them. I don't trust. I can trust actions that they've done based off of prior situations that they've taken care of, or prior situations prior like problems or things that they fixed. But I can trust you as far as I can throw you. That's pretty much it when it comes to that. So I don't. I'm very open to new games, but once I catch wind of something, I can give you plenty of examples. I will not, because that we're actually going to jump into our next topic of what games we're interested in for 2019, and I could pull a gang of games off that list and tell you some stuff about that I don't like. Each company that I didn't find intriguing at all, but so yeah, I guess start it off. Yeah. So for me, though, I'm gonna just give you one game. I'm gonna give you two games that I'm actually interested into for 2019. The number one is The Division 2. I feel like The Division ended on a strong note, and I feel like that Ubisoft know where they messed up at and knew how to bounce back. Based off of people that I know that play the game, that enjoy the game now at the state that it's at now.
A lot of people who still stream it.
Exactly. It's a lot of people that are dedicated to keep on playing it and are waiting on The Division 2. I'm intrigued because I was a huge Division 1 fan before they kind of destroyed the way I looked at the game. So I'm looking forward to Division 1 or Division 2, sorry. And what was the other one? I just seen it and thought it was going to be another film. Biomutant. So Biomutant, that game looked fun. It looked like something new. I am hoping that they do something fun. I don't know too much about the game. I just know you're a created creature and you run around. You have like powers and weapons, stuff like that. You
get to change all of it.
Yeah, you get you have all of that stuff on the ready. So I'm looking forward to those two games. Those are the only two games. So what games are you? Because I knew you had. I think the list was kind of short for you as well.
Yeah, it wasn't that many, and I'm actually grateful that it's not that many. Of course, a lot of people, Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm not gonna play it, not anytime soon, because I know it comes out pretty soon. It comes out within this month, January. So I'm not gonna play it because everybody and their mom's gonna play it, and I won't have to. So I can just sit back and kind of talk to people about it. And I'll wait until it's on Super Sale, and then I'll probably play it. Yeah. Just because my backlog, and we'll talk about that in a sec. But so, Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm actually getting more and more excited about Anthem. I'm probably not going to buy it right away. I'm going to wait, see how it does its first couple weeks.
Yeah.
Which comes out February? Is it February?
I'll tell you right now.
Okay. And while he's checking that, Days Gone, that I will probably be a day one purchase. Because Sony, they rarely fail with their single-player, story-driven experiences.
Yes, you're right.
Rarely fail.
The release date for Anthem is slated to be released worldwide for all three major platforms, Microsoft, PlayStation, and Xbox, on February 22nd.
Okay, February. Okay. The Division 2, of course, because I did have fun with Division 1, but their update is what ruined it for me. They made it to where casual players couldn't keep up, and you felt it. So hopefully the Division 2, what they fix is whatever they show in their trailers, they put in the game. Whatever they show in their trailers, they put in their game. Because there was a lot
Don't come out with a trailer.
Yeah. There was a lot of stuff missing. Like, they promised different tech. They promised different weapons. They promised different abilities. Those things were not there during the release of the game. And they already showed some gameplay of some dope stuff that I hope they don't take out.
Yeah.
Then Rage 2. I'm actually interested in it. It looks a little Doomish to me with how the gameplay speed. I enjoy those type of games like Doom, Quake, but it's nothing I spend a lot of time on just because I don't like that fast gameplay. But Rage 2, Division 2, Days Gone, Anthem, and Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, I probably won't buy most of those games until the end of this year because my backlog, and that's actually transitioned into one of our last topics. Yeah. Backlog.
We're screwed.
It is so stupid. My backlog. I don't even know. I think I have on a low end, like super low. This is me being my 500 hours backlog. And that's The Witcher 3 and all its DLC. That's, hell, as much as I've played Skyrim, do you know I've never beat it?
I'm not surprised with your ass.
I've never beat Skyrim. As much as I played it, I've played the living hell out of it. Bought it.
You might as well get it. Or did you get it on your Switch?
I do have it on Xbox.
On your Switch?
The one. No, I'm not buying it on my Switch. I refuse. Even though a part of me wants to.
You caught the loop, dog.
No. You don't understand. If a deal comes across and it flies across my shelf for $15, I might pick him up.
You picking him
But they sell that motherfucker for full price, bro. It flips for $60. Okay.
Bro.
So I got Shadow of War. I got Skyrim. I have Wasteland 3 Wasteland. Oh, they're coming out with a Wasteland 3. I will play that.
Did I see that?
It's coming out. I haven't finished Final Fantasy 14 or 15, my bad.
That was a while ago though.
I haven't finished Fallout 4.
Me neither.
I've never beat it. I have a giant Fallout 4.
Bro, I got Fallout 4 stuff on this thing over here.
Bro, I have almost all the Fallout 4 pops.
That's my dog. That's dog meat right there.
Yeah.
That is
I got
dog meat.
I got dog meat. I got dog meat too.
I got the sweater. I got the sweater in the closet right here,
bro. I'm telling you. What else do I got? Oh, Mutant Year Zero, Ashen, Red Dead Redemption 2. Which I'm probably never, ever, ever gonna finish because I don't want to finish it. I have this thing. Do you know I hate watching the end of movies? I think I've said this on the podcast before, on the episode before. Just to let you guys know, I have this weird thing, and anybody out there who's like a therapist, like, or who can
please diagnose
me. I have this weird thing of not wanting to finish anything because I don't want it to end. Except books, I can finish books for some random reason, but then I get mad. I get really mad. That's why I like movies where they tell you what the people are doing, like afterwards. Oh, so-and-so went off to go do this and had kids. I love that. They do that for me because I need that closure and that life continues and the world didn't stop right there.
Right there.
God. What else? Jesus. I need to. Oh, Horizon Zero Dawn. Haven't finished that.
I got that big ass.
I haven't jumped back into No Man's Sky. I heard that game.
My heart is hurting right now,
bro.
And that's because these games is coming out way too fast, bro. I don't know what to do with myself.
And we have money but no time,
bro. And then for me at least, I'm consumed by Destiny. I don't want
at least
to
you're
miss.
consistent.
I don't want to miss anything. And they've started this new trend. I'm gonna save it for a different episode. I'm just consumed. I don't want to touch nothing else. Don't want to play nothing else. I don't want to look at nothing else right now. And it's just I'm in a great space when it comes to playing. I mean, and then I'm also finding out that I love like raids, and I'm really thinking of diving into World of Warcraft to run some of those raids they got over there.
World of Warcraft.
Because I love what I'm thinking I'm starting to love about games.
I need to talk about my PC backlog.
Oh, no,
I think I have 130 games, bro.
You got more than that. You get a free game. You get free games every week, every month.
My heart hurts.
Yep, mine too.
Actually, I do got a game that I'm supposed to be reviewing. Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
They sent me a code.
There you go.
But let me tell you this. I cut you off, but sorry about that.
No, you good.
I think these videos that I'm doing, my 2 cent reviews, and I'm plugging myself. Feel like a slut.
Follow my man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Baron J67. Check me out. I'm working. Yeah. But I've started doing like late reviews, my thoughts, and my 2 cents. And basically, I'm just going through and trying to finish games so I can review them. Like I did one on a TV series and whatnot because we've been watching a lot of anime and TV. But I think my YouTube channel is going to help me because I want to do videos about it. Yeah. The stuff. So, but yeah, keep going, man, with Destiny. What games are you back with?
Huh? Man, I don't want to get into my backlog.
Have you finished Red Dead?
Nope.
Do you plan on finishing Red Dead? It is okay. Let's clarify because we're in our last minutes. It's not that Red Dead Redemption is bad. It is so good.
It's really good. I just one complaint I have is the controls. I don't like the controls.
It is clunky.
I really don't. I think that they should do something about that if they haven't already done something
about
that.
It is clunky,
and it just doesn't make sense the way they set the controls up. It just didn't make sense for me. So that was a big turnoff for me. But it wasn't so big where it was like, I ain't playing this game no more. Just see, I got some. It's gonna sound like an excuse. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like I'm just gonna let you'll catch me one day. One day I'll
right. So okay, so we actually hit all our topics today.
We did, 2019 consistency, baby. Consistency, baby.
For those who are new. For those who are listening to us for the very first time, welcome. And I need you to know that we're very random and we do come with a script, not a script, but we come with a list of topics we want to hit. We rarely do that. We usually get stuck on one and then we go off on a tangent. Ice cream or something.
Ice cream.
But I'm so proud of us. We did it.
We did it today.
We did that.
Thank you. Congratulations to you, man.
Oh, crap. I think your mic went out.
Oh, did it?
Let's see.
Did it? Oh, so, man. In my back? Hey, oh, man. That's bullshit.
Okay. We got technical difficulties, but it's all right. So we're gonna call it. Let's see where we're at.
Yeah, I think he's back now.
There we go. We're back. Got you. Woo!
Back.
Woo!
Yeah.
But no. So yeah, and we have a lot of technical difficulties. But welcome, folks, and I want to give a shout out to all the people who helped us out. Tone Deaf Network. Those guys are amazing, man. Solid group of people. They picked us up. Last year? We're going on our second year, right? It's about to be our second year. They got us. Yeah, it's about to be our second year with them. Really? We did a full year with Tone. Yeah.
Oh,
we're going on our second year now. Oh, yeah, we did 1 year already.
Woo, boy,
crazy.
Yeah, 2 years old. I'm about to be 30,
yeah, we're working on our second year of Vintage of the Black Nerds.
Shout out Tone, man. I appreciate you, man. The whole network. Real. It's a gang of content over there. You'll find something you'll love. I guarantee it.
And we'll make sure to drop the link.
The link is in there. I know that for a fact.
Link is in there.
Catch me on.
Right? And they got us blasted across Spotify. You can listen to us, and I don't know where you listen to us now, but Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, anywhere you can listen to a podcast, you can listen to us. YouTube, all those fun places. And please subscribe and chat with us. Hit us up. Our handles. Baron J67, T Jones, but there's a placeholder in front of that.
Stop, man. Listen, leave that in 2018 too, dog. Leave that there too. Listen, I'm T Jones.
Okay, hit up T Jones on all. That's our handles. Twitter, and Instagram, all that fun stuff.
T Jones is still not available. I'm still waiting. I check every day.
Jesus, he's like, keep going. I would petition. You should message that person.
I have the person I got. I have, bro. $2 PayPal right now.
Like you can get this money right now.
$2 for it, dog.
Take this work,
but don't want to give it to me though.
Right. But yeah, make sure to subscribe to our individual YouTube channels. Subscribe to our podcast. Subscribe to Tone Deaf Network.
Please
check out the website. Check out all the stuff we stream. We both stream.
And all the links are in the description below. If you're watching us on YouTube,
everything is there.
Everything's in the description.
Check out our Patreon account. All of that stuff. We have so much to give, and we are here. And the word of the year on the last note is consistency. We will be here. Now ask me to spell it and I'll fail you. I'm Baron J67.
Ask me to spell it. All right. Catch y'all later. Peace.
Right.
Yeah, but all right, man. You were doing.
I'm Baron J67.
I'm T Jones.
Man, much love.
Peace.